2 Timothy verse 1 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." And verse 8 says, "So never be ashamed to tell others about our Lord, and don't be ashamed of me either, even though I'm in prison for him. With the strength God gives you, be ready to suffer with me for the sake of the good news." In today's day and age, Christians face a lot of persecution, and this persecution comes in terms of like bullying, like mockery, intimidation, and things like that. And it also comes in like, people be like, oh, Christians are weird. Christians are weird, ostracized from groups, social class, like, or like the uncool people, right? And it happens a lot like that. And if you're shy and you're now hearing things like, oh, there's weird Christians, or those Christians are at it again, stuff like that, you're hearing comments like that, little digs at Christianity, and you now allow timidity and shyness to affect you on top of that, it will make it very hard for you to be a true disciple of Christ. And that is a problem, because we are called to go into the world, preach the good news, and make disciples of all men. And to make a disciple, you have to be an ambassador of Christ. There are so many Christians, or so many people, should I say, that are not Christians because they have experienced or encountered, I don't know, should I say fake Christians? Should I say people that did not practice what they preach? Right? There are people that have encountered wolves in sheep's clothing when it comes to Christianity. And in order for you to not be a wolf in sheep's clothing, you must do everything in your power to kill shyness and to get rid of shyness in your life. Otherwise, it can make you to set a bad example to your peers and to people around you. Because when you are shy and you're hearing people say Christians are weird, Christians are not cool, and you want to be part of the cool kids, you are going to end up doing what the cool kids are doing, engaging in those vices to be part of the cool crowd. And then you now say that you're a Christian and you go to church on Sunday, you go to Mass on Sunday, you receive Holy Communion and do this type of things. It's setting a bad example, all because you are shy and don't want to be seen as other or different. Well, you have to come to terms with the fact that as Christians, we are set apart. We are always going to be different. We are always going to be seen as like different, because we are different. We're consecrated for a purpose by God, and we don't do what the world does. We're in the world, but we're not of the world, right? Because our true home is heaven. And to be like, get to heaven, you have to be, holy, like our Father is holy. There is a differentiation between you as a child of God and a child of the world, or someone that is still operating under the, should I say, dominion, or like who is playing in the devil's playing field, right? There's a difference between you who is for Christ and someone that does not care to be for Christ. There's a difference. As a child of grace, a child of God, you are different. You're going to act different, and you can't be saying one thing with your mouth and doing something else with your actions because you are afraid to be seen as other. And that's why you have to get rid of shyness, because shyness will make you to feel like you don't want to be seen. But as Christians, we are called to stand out, because we are the light that's on the hill, light shining out in the darkness. And obviously, if something is dark and there's light, the light is seen, the darkness is hidden, and we are lights of the world. We are salt. We're called to be light and salt. As a light, you will always be seen. So you can't be shy of being seen. It doesn't make sense. As salt, you are not bland. Saltiness has a taste. It has a salty taste. Shyness will make you to want to be bland, and something that's bland goes unnoticed because it's not special. It's just like another grain of rice in a bowl of rice. I'm tired, but you get what I'm saying. This is a message to you. This is a message to myself, because this is something that I still struggle with. Me and God are working through it. But I make these videos for anyone that needs them, and I make these videos for myself because I watch back my videos. I watch my videos back. I watch my videos over. I watch my videos when I'm editing them, when they're uploaded. So this message is for my future self. This message is also for you watching this video. I don't know if I should call it a life verse, but it's been a verse that I've had to remind myself of over and over and over and over and over again in my life. Ever since preparing for my confirmation years ago, probably like 10 years ago now is when I got confirmed. But this verse, the Lord has not given us the spirits of fear and timidity, but of power and love and self-discipline. This is a verse that I've held close to me, close to my heart for years. I've had to remind myself of it over and over again because I do struggle with shyness. I do struggle with insecurities. I consider myself very much an introvert. The way you see me on these videos is most likely not the way you would see me in real life, because I am very reserved in real life. In like, if you meet me physically, I mean, I'm very reserved. I am the person that like observes first of all before engaging. If there's a crowd of people, I am the quiet one on the sidelines who's trying to feel out the crowd before making my voice heard. And there's nothing wrong with that, actually. I've noticed that it provides me the opportunity to actually truly hear and listen, and people feel like they can talk to me because I'm not like loud, right? But that is not a problem. But the problem is when shyness creeps in. You feel like, I'm not gonna talk right now because I don't want to be loud. I don't want to be you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. There's a difference between being quiet and being shy, right? And the two come hand in hand, but there's a difference. There's people that have a quiet strength, that they don't say too much, but when they do, it's like somebody has spoken, something has been said, something profound has been passed across. And you can be like that. You can have a quiet strength, right? You can have a quiet strength. Even the spirit of God, like it with Elijah, the voice of God did not come in the gushing wind. It came as a still small voice. There is quiet strength. So you don't have to be loud and abrasive to be powerful. That being said, we should make sure that we are resting in our quiet strength, in our powerful feminine softness, but we should not be shy. There's a difference, and God will give us the spirit of discernment to know, the difference, and you can feel the difference. Like, shyness comes with fear, with like an anxiety, so that is a key giveaway. Quiet strength comes with like this peace and this like sureness, this certainty. So you can be an introvert and not necessarily be shy. You can be reserved and not be shy. Being bold does not mean being loud, not necessarily. That's my whole take on everything. This video might be a bit of a long one. I apologize for how I look. I apologize for how I may sound. But I hope that you have still been able to get something out of this. And if you have, please share it with someone that you feel like would enjoy this video, who needs to hear this message. And give this video a big thumbs up, a big like. You know the drill. Buy me a coffee, support the ministry, link down below, and I will see you in another video. Perhaps this one over here. Bye for now, guys. Purify my dreams as I cover my face so they can see your face in me. Father, teach me how to fall in love with simple things. Surely I will give you glory for eternity.